With me now is Mr. Boboye Unduku, who is the former editorial director for content and development at Leadership newspaper. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program.
Thank you very much.
Recently, the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Information announced 2.5 to 5% remittance to whistleblowers who call out corrupt persons across the nation. So, do you believe this is a productive means to lower the acceptability of corruption and also fight corruption to the barest minimum?
Well, I would say it's a step in the right direction. People find it not lucrative, but right now corruption is lucrative. We need to begin to put in laws, we need to begin to make legislations that will make corruption not lucrative. Then there is society that celebrates corruption in one form or the other. So all of these we need to tackle, we need to put in things in place to tackle all of this.
So, for example, in Malaysia and in Singapore, they proposed a law where public officers who were found guilty of corruption were allowed to bring back their money into the country. The government keeps 60% and the individual keeps 40% of their loot, but under one circumstance, which is they have to invest that 40% in their country. Do you think a similar law can be implemented in Nigeria, and do you think it would work?
Well, it would be great. I love that idea. Why? Because there's no need telling us telling us that you've recovered funds, and I'm sure there's an uproar. How much have you discovered? Where are these funds? So it will be a way for us to at least track these funds. If you say somebody has stolen money and you've caught the person, and you say, okay, come and invest 40%, we will be able to track that 40% and what it can bring back to society. Yes, I am game for that. But if on the other end, people are saying that, okay, it's our money, it's our money, and if you take, let's say, the whole 100% back and you can't track it, there's no need, it will still end up in corrupt hands.
So, Mr. Boboye, thank you so much for your time. Do you have any final words to our viewers on this issue?
Well, I would say it's time we did these things differently, because if we keep doing the same things, we'll achieve the same results. So, if we are fighting corruption, let us institutionalize our fight instead of making it about a person or a regime.
Let's take a break now, and we'll be right back on the Osasu Show.
The situation we are facing today, the negative situation, is as a result of poor leadership. They are not competent. They are not worthy to be in that corridor of the power they are. They came there through godfatherism. Supposing they pass through the situation, they know the situation on the land. They know what is happening with the people, the citizens. They associate with the citizens. They will know the pains the citizens are passing through.
My honest opinion, I would like them to step down, because more than 80% of the promises they made, they have not lived up to it. So allowing them to finish would be a disaster.
My own advice to Mr. President is, first of all, the first move he has to make is change his personal advisor, and whoever he's changing it to, he should be willing to listen to the person. That's all. We can give them a second chance, but it's now to 2019, right? So we should give them like 1 year. If at the end of this year and nothing is being done, we can't go on an extra 2 years like this. We'll all die. No.
I so much believe in change. I so much believe in this present government. Actually, they have some things in stock. They have what it takes. Where they have things for the masses. But there's some cabal in this country. There's some forces that doesn't want to allow something good to come to this nation, which all hands must be on deck. Whosoever, either you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, whatsoever religion, even if you're a pagan, all hands must be on deck. We should try to give them chance. At least it's just few years. Things, and I so much believe God is going to bless this country. Nigeria will be great again. We are great people. Things will surely be in order. I so much believe that.